Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to GTA 6 Up, and today I have something that might shock you. It's another theory, much like the Brad one we had. It's gonna be about how Lester isn't actually as smart as he leads everyone to believe he is. So let's get into the video. So as we all know, Lester is the main man behind these heists. He plans out everything, except for the Trevor heist, which you don't get money for, obviously, because it's bad. He plans out pretty much every heist where you earn a decent amount of money, besides the ones that, he obviously doesn't, like the raid on the Bureau and the raid that Trevor does on Merryweather to get the nuclear device and yada yada. You know the story. But he does do these heists, right? He plans them out. He takes his own little cut and everything. But it's not a big cut either if you look at it. But one thing many people don't even notice is that Lester doesn't even have his hacker role. He lets other people do the hacker role, which doesn't make a lot of sense if you think about it. If he's the best of the best, why does he need to fish for other hackers? Someone else to take the blame? No, it makes no sense. Why would you want to prepare for failure like that and have something like that leaked back to you, right? It makes absolutely no sense. He instead leaves it in the hands of others, even relying on someone as inexperienced as Ricky as a source of reliable hack. That's just not how this should work. Someone who's so meticulous in their planning should definitely be more careful. He also goes on to mention that the selections aren't as important, allowing you to pick bad gunmen or bad drivers, even bad hackers if you want to, like I said with Ricky, but they get better over time, of course, if they don't get arrested or, The thing is, someone who plans these things out and someone who's supposed to be super intelligent would never even start to consider the possibilities of taking someone who's not prepared for the job. I mean, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to prepare yourself for utter failure? I know Michael's probably like backing him up, like, oh yeah, man, I see potential in this man. He's good, great, best. But no, if you're a super genius who's super dedicated to everything that you're doing with this heist, you're not going to allow any room for failure or any percentage, especially if you're someone like Lester who, quote unquote, runs the numbers. So that's a big part of why I think he's not very smart. He's very, very, very knowledgeable. At least, well, that's what he leads us to believe. Now, if you play through the missions of the assassinations as Franklin, you will notice that Lester is making some very big mogul moves, as Ludwig would call it. He's making a lot of money doing these assassinations through Franklin, because he's obviously ending the lives of big corporate sponsors, and their stocks are dropping, and he's buying low, selling high, all that good stuff, bringing his own stocks up higher. The thing is, though, if you think about it, it's not really that complicated. I mean, if the CEO of a company dies, the stocks are probably going to drop at least a little bit, right? If there's a big explosion in a giant construction lot or something along the lines of exposure is released, I mean, the stocks are going to tank. It's just common sense. It's not really that big. I mean, you could definitely manipulate anything you want if you got someone running assassinations missions for you. You don't really have a lot of things to worry about when someone is literally killing the competition. But he portrays this entire thing as some kind of big brain idea, like, oh, nobody's ever thought of this before. And you're probably right. Nobody's ever thought of this before because, well, it's pretty unethical for one, and two, it's somebody else doing all the work, and there's not many people who are actually willing to do all this. Now, to end this off, I'm going to say that Lester is very qualified. He is indeed. If he doesn't fit the role, he can at least find ways to fit the role in the things he does and the way he acts. It doesn't matter if you don't know what you're doing, just work it till you make it, work it till you show it. That's all you got to do. And if he can do that well while being an idiot, well, I guess he can do it, right? He is smart, I'll give you that, but he's not the smartest by any means. Of course, we all have our own areas of intelligence, so I guess this video is kind of a given, right? But again, he portrays himself as this all-time big brain super being, and I think we should knock that down just a little bit at least. If not, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Catch you next time. Goodbye.